Hey, Jeremy from Rapido in the house. Sorry I'm not in the studio with Jordan for this video, but it's just been one of those weeks, so I'm going to wing this one on my own. But before I continue, this edition of RTTV is brought to you by this book. This is our recently released The Cars of Via Heritage Fleet Volume 1 by our own Richard Longpre, and it's a deep dive into the history and details of basically every single car in Via's fleet. This is the first of many volumes to come. We'll have a video on this shortly, but it's a must-have for pretty much anybody who's got any interest in railway history. And it's got a picture of Washago on the cover, which is it's like 30 miles from my house. This edition of RTTV is also brought to you by this book, which we still have many in stock, so order one of these too. And while you're at it, how's about one of these? Huh? This is a good one too. Really informative. So come on, clear the books out. Let's go. Anywho, on to the October 2024 order deadlines. First up, we have the conditional deadlines for our N-scale Chicago Metra F40PHM-2s and Budd gallery cars. 30 F40PHM-2s were delivered to Metra in 1991, replacing the ever-popular BN E9s. Their unique design led to them being dubbed Winnebagos by rail fans, and they quickly became Chicagoland icons. 29 of them are still plying the rails to this day, and we're proud to offer these distinctive commuter workhorses for the first time in N-scale. They'll be exquisitely detailed, and DCC equipped models will have full sound and lighting packages, including working headlights, ditch lights, marker lights, stratolights, backup lights, gyro lights, strobe lights, numberboard lights, all the lights. And of course, a passenger locomotive just wouldn't be complete without something to pull. As such, we have the ubiquitous Budd gallery cars. They'll have full interior lighting, and the cab cars will also have the fancy lighting package. Built between 1950 and 1978, many are still running the rails today, providing Chicagoans with a place to hide from the wind while eating their deep dish pizzas on their way to Soldier Field to watch the Bears. So as you may have heard, the conditions have been met and these projects are in the final stages of design and will be going into tooling soon. We'll keep taking orders going forward until the final order deadline, but you only have until October 15th to get your 5% early bird discount, so now's the time. Next up is another conditional deadline, an HO scale. See, we don't discriminate. This is CN1501, a former RDC-1 that was heavily modified and converted into a track geometry vehicle. I don't really know what that means, but this thing is still out there today, crawling around virtually every inch of CN's 20,000 mile network across North America. It can even be seen on some Class 2s who borrow it for track geometry things. Anyway, we're just about there with the orders, so keep them coming. Finally, it's the last call to ride the rocket. In this, the 70th anniversary of Canada's first subway, we're just tickled to be producing the original G-series subway cars in HO scale. I rode these babies up until I was like 16, so this announcement just warms the cockles of my heart. Maybe below the cockles, maybe in the subcockle area, maybe in the liver, maybe in the kidneys, maybe even in the colon. But not only are we bringing you these fully operating 2- and 4-car trains in all their crimson glory, we're also offering a special diorama featuring an unpowered but lit 2-car set on a slice of the iconic St. Clair Station platform. This is a must for any transit aficionado, history buff, or just fans of Toronto. Hogtown, the Big Smoke, T-Dot, the 6, represent. Anyway, so given the success of this project as well as the upcoming BART trains that are going to be delivered not too long from now, you can say that we're pretty much all in on the transit market. And as such, we know that you're going to be thrilled this Christmas when we finally announce the long-awaited
Lunatics!